Welcome to Spartanburg. We appreciate all of you being here today. My name is Rob Rain, and I serve on City Council, and it's an honor to welcome Senator Scott here to Spartanburg this morning. From County Council to the United States Senate, Tim Scott has worked to improve the lives of South Carolinians at all levels of government. His experience as a former local elected official gives him a unique perspective into the needs of citizens, and he knows how to address them at the federal level. Tim's support for home rule, opportunity zone legislation, and cutting taxes has made a difference in all of our lives. In the last few years alone, his opportunity zones have infused billions of dollars of private investment into distressed communities and help lift Americans out of poverty. Every day, Tim fights for each American to have the opportunity to succeed, just as he has. Tim has a vision for America that looks forward with optimism, that unites us, and that brings forth the best within us. I see his vision at city and county council meetings, where individuals with different backgrounds, ethnicities, and political views care about each other and work together for the betterment of their communities. I've seen his vision in Iraq and Afghanistan, where my fellow Marines, who had nothing in common in civilian life, were willing to die for each other and for our country. This America that Tim sees and describes and that we all want to believe in does exist, and I trust that he will bring it to Washington. As president, Tim will make us all proud. His agenda will lift more Americans out of poverty, and his leadership will inspire us. I'm proud to be here today and to endorse Tim Scott for President of the United States. I'll now welcome my friend, Representative Bannister, to the podium.
Thank you, Rob. Senator, step up here a little closer. Make sure you're in the camera with me. One of your campaign guys gave me some talking points, but I'm not going to use them, because I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my friend Tim Scott. Tim's a guy who shares our traditional conservative values, from closing the skills gap to making sure every child is given the opportunity to be in an educational environment that is suited for them, to bringing people together on things I don't even know about, bringing people together to find common sense solutions. And that's what Tim Scott does. He's a common sense guy. And y'all know that common sense lives in the conservative world. That's what it is, and Tim fights for that every day. The liberal left, all you have to do is watch TV. The radical liberals are trying to take religion, faith, patriotism out of the national debate. Tim's never backed down. One of my favorite things to hear Tim say, they say, well, Senator Scott, what exactly do you think America needs? And he looks them right in the eye. And he says, America needs faith in God, America needs faith in each other, and America needs faith in this country, America. And that's why South Carolina needs Tim Scott in Washington, D.C., and that's why America needs Tim Scott to be the next president of the United States. Thank you, Tim. I'm going to turn it over now to Senator Scott Talley.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. It's always a pleasure to welcome our friend to Spartanburg, and today is even more special as we get to help him launch on this bid that we're so proud he's willing to undertake. Tim has proven time and time again that he's a conservative leader who can deliver results. You hear people say all the time, Washington is broken, and I think many of us in this room would agree. But it's not enough to continue to say Washington is broken. We need people who are willing to take stands, who are willing to offer solutions, who can make the argument for why the solution is good for all of America, and that is our friend Tim Scott. He has a positive message, and I think he wakes up daily and goes to work fighting for the future of our next generation. He knows firsthand that children in America, regardless of their race, can rise as high as their character, education, and work ethic will take them. That is one of many reasons I am proud to endorse my friend Tim Scott, and I hope that you will join me in welcoming him to the podium, the next President of the United States, our very own Tim Scott.
Thanks, Scott. Bruce. Thank you all for being here without any question, and sincerely. I know you're a councilman, that's important, but a Marine, your service to our country, your willingness to sacrifice your life for the greater good, that's a blessing for all of us, from God and you. Thank you for your service. And thank you all for being here too, and thank you for being a part of the team. I will say, being here is such a blessing to me for a couple of reasons. Number one, the Down Eastwood Ducks are coming to Spartanburg. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, really good thing. And part of the reason why they're coming to Spartanburg is because of opportunity zones. And I will say, as the creator of opportunity zones, we've seen over $200 billion coming all across the country into opportunity zones, creating jobs, creating opportunities, but also creating community. And so I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the fact that we have over 140 South Carolinians endorsing, and these men behind me represent that growing revolution where people are joining the team, because we all know that America can do for anyone what she's done for all of us. And that's why we're trying to restore hope, create opportunities, and protect the America we all love. And that starts with, as Bruce talked about, every child in every zip code deserves quality education. That's how we restore hope. Creating opportunities means protecting the goose that lays the golden eggs. And that starts with our free market economy. And protecting America means closing our southern border and stopping 70,000 more Americans from losing their lives to fentanyl. It means stopping more than 6 million folks coming across our border illegally. And it means making sure that China knows that the strength of their president doesn't matter at all, because we're going to have a new sheriff in town. God bless the United States of America. And I want to say one more time, thank you all for joining the team. As you can hear, my voice is a little scratchy. I'm trying to do my Denzel Washington impression. But actually, I had a chance to spend the morning with 1,000 Boy Staters, some of the rising seniors, some of the best leaders our state will have to offer. And one of the things that we want to think about as we enter into this presidential election and to public service, it's not about us. It's not about a single person on the stage. Public service is about making sure that the next generation of American dreams are better, brighter, and stronger than ours. And that's why we spend so much energy investing in the next generation and also dreaming about what's possible for that generation. Requires us to go to work and do the right thing so that the next generation has more opportunities. Thank you for being here, and I'm happy to answer a question or two. Yes, ma'am. As Americans, we have to have a justice system where the Lady of Justice wears blindfolds, a blindfold. What we see today across this nation under Joe Biden's leadership is a double standard. That double standard is both un-American and unacceptable. You can't protect Democrats while targeting and hunting Republicans. This case is a serious case with serious allegations. But in America, you're still innocent until proven guilty. And so what I'm going to focus on is making sure as President of the United States that I restore confidence and integrity in the Department of Justice so every single American can have confidence that they will be treated the same, no matter your color and no matter your partisan affiliation. Yes, ma'am. You know, one of the blessings of a miserable beginning here at home in South Carolina, growing up in a single-parent household, mired in poverty, being helpless and hopeless it felt, but good mentors in this state help me understand that any kid from anywhere at any time could rise beyond their circumstances and live out the true dream within their hearts if they looked in the mirror and took personal responsibility. That is a message that resonates all across the country. And one of the things that we face as a nation today is this culture of grievance that brings with it the drug of victimhood and the narcotic of despair. We have to push back on that. And the truth of my life disproves the lies of the radical left. All things are still possible, but under President Joe Biden, with 16% inflation, single mothers like the one that raised me, she is challenged and she's facing a crisis of putting food on the table and keeping the lights on. When your gas prices go up 40%, your electricity 20%, your food 20%, that crisis represents really hard choices for seniors on fixed income. I'm the best choice because I've had the good fortune of living on both sides of that proverbial track. I've had the good fortune of seeing the American dream become my reality. And I want to make sure that my American dream pales in comparison to the next generations. Yeah, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals, but what I will say is that the concept is a very important concept. This is what it means to be an American. It means that we are the city on the hill because we believe that we are innocent until proven guilty.
Last question.
Yeah, Senator Scott, in a growing Republican field, what's the message that Republicans need to have to get back into the White House?
Yes, we have lost 3 consecutive popular votes for president. What we've learned about the American people is a very simple formula. Number one, they agree with us on the economy. They agree with us on military. They agree with us on foreign policy. We need an optimistic, positive messenger anchored in conservatism with a backbone that absolutely attracts more of the independents to our side. The power of persuasion is a necessary component for the Republican Party, the great opportunity party, to give back to our winning ways. Thank you all for being here.